In the glittering world of haute couture and timeless elegance, where brand names become global symbols of opulence, one man stands as the architect of modern luxury, Bernard Arnault. Often dubbed the Pope of Fashion, Arnault is not only the mastermind behind the global dominance of LVMH, Moët, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, but he also redefined how the world perceives and consumes luxury. From humble beginnings in provincial France to becoming one of the richest individuals on the planet, Bernard Arnault's life story is an exceptional blend of strategic brilliance, artistic vision, and relentless ambition. Bernard Jean-Étienne Arnault was born on March 5, 1949, in the industrial city of Roubaix, in northern France. Raised in a well-off, disciplined household, Arnault's father, Jean-Léon Arnault, owned a civil engineering company called Ferret-Savinol. From a young age, Bernard showed a keen interest in both the arts and business, two passions that would later define his empire. He pursued engineering at one of France's most prestigious academic institutions, École Polytechnique, and graduated in 1971. While this elite education grounded him in technical rigor, his innate strategic mind and fascination with design pointed him toward a very different path. After a brief stint working in his father's construction business, Arnault convinced his father to sell off the industrial division and focus on real estate. But it was during a business trip to the United States in the early 1980s that Arnault got a taste of how iconic brands like Ralph Lauren and Calvin Klein were reshaping American luxury. Inspired, he returned to France with a clear mission: to build a global luxury empire rooted in timeless European elegance. Arnault's foray into the luxury sector began in 1984 when he acquired the Boussac Saint Frères empire, a near-bankrupt textile group that happened to own Christian Dior, one of the most revered fashion houses in the world. At a time when others saw Boussac as a sinking ship, Arnault saw opportunity. He ruthlessly restructured the company, selling off less valuable assets while preserving Dior and launching it back into cultural relevance. This calculated move marked the first stepping stone in his luxury conquest. His defining legacy, however, was cemented in 1989 when he orchestrated a complex and aggressive takeover of LVMH, the conglomerate formed by the merger of Louis Vuitton and Moët Hennessy. Many saw LVMH as an unwieldy marriage of fashion and fine wines, but Arnault had a vision far grander. He saw the potential to unite the world's most prestigious luxury brands under one roof and run them with the precision of a Silicon Valley titan. Under his leadership, LVMH transformed from a loosely aligned group of brands into a streamlined powerhouse with over 75 maisons spanning fashion, jewelry, cosmetics, watches, wines, and spirits. Arnault's unique business model was revolutionary. He allowed each brand to maintain its own heritage, creative freedom, and identity while providing them with centralized financial and strategic support. Through this approach, legacy brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, and Givenchy were revitalized, while newer acquisitions like Rimawa, Bulgari, and Tiffany & Company expanded the group's global footprint. Beyond fashion, Arnault expanded the LVMH empire into art, culture, and even technology. In 2014, he unveiled the Fondation Louis Vuitton, a stunning modern art museum in Paris designed by architect Frank Gehry, further reinforcing the deep connection between luxury and creativity. Under his stewardship, LVMH has not only become a $500+ billion company, but also a cultural force shaping tastes, aspirations, and aesthetics around the globe. His impact on the luxury world is undeniable. Arnault didn't just sell expensive products, he sold dreams, crafted through heritage, quality, and storytelling. He transformed luxury from an exclusive French affair into a truly global phenomenon that resonates with consumers in Beijing, New York, Dubai, and beyond. Today, LVMH stands not only as a business success story, but as a cultural institution, a mirror to our desires and aspirations. In a world driven by fleeting trends and digital disruption, Bernard Arnault's empire thrives on the opposite: timelessness, craftsmanship, and emotion. He didn't just conquer luxury, he redefined it for the 21st century and beyond. As fashion seasons change and economic tides turn, one thing remains certain: the world of luxury will forever bear the unmistakable imprint of Bernard Arnault, the visionary who turned tradition into a global empire.